So, with the amount of vaccines that have already been distributed, several governors across the nation are pointing fingers at the Health and Human Services Secretary for what they say is deceiving the nation over a federal stockpile. Oregon Governor Kate Brown calling out the Trump administration, saying that promised increased shipments of the vaccine aren't available because no stockpile actually exists. On your sides, David Jones spoke with a local health expert about what this means and whether or not it could impact access to second doses.
Since the rollout started in December, the guidance from the top has been to get shots in arms as fast as possible.
Federal authorities, HHS, have been telling states and governments for weeks, push as much vaccine out the door as you can for your first doses, because they have this second dose reserve that they will then push out after.
Chad Nielsen is director of infection prevention at UF Health. He says the federal guidance led states to push doses as they came in, expecting access could be expanded to more groups quickly.
The intent was to tell hospitals and counties, look, don't hold the second dose for when your people are due. Just get everything out the door, vaccinate as many as possible. We'll provide that second dose later.
On Tuesday, Health and Human Services Secretary Azar announced the government would release doses it held on to for second doses. But new reporting from the Washington Post indicates the second dose reserve was exhausted when the announcement was made. Nielsen says if that's the case, it could set distribution to the general public back weeks or months, with priority on making sure people who got vaccinated once can get their second shot.
It's going to cause a scramble on the local and the state levels. Well, if those second doses don't come down to the states to be distributed to the governments, you're going to have folks who don't get their second shot in the next couple of weeks.
Azar telling NBC Friday ongoing production speeds will meet demand for second doses. Data from Johns Hopkins shows 846,000 vaccine doses administered in Florida as of Friday night. David Jones, First Coast News, on your side.